In today's video, we're going to check out the best monitors under $200. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about these monitors, you can check out the description below. At number 5, it's the Dell UltraSharp U2414H. Dell's UltraSharp monitor series has been the first choice for those who are in search of a monitor with a bunch of features, great picture quality, and stylish design. The Dell UltraSharp U2414H proves once again that the UltraSharp series has that kind of reputation. It's always a safer bet in the hands of Dell. The Dell UltraSharp 2414H looks very attractive. It has a muted silver and black color scheme that looks very beautiful. The bezels are 5.3mm wide on top and the sides and 8.3mm along the bottom. Slim bezels do their part as well, and it looks very stylish and clean. The monitor's controls are situated on the underside of the frame, and aside from being a very stylish monitor, the Dell UltraSharp U2414H can be adjusted in multiple ways depending on your needs. You can also remove it from the stand and place it on another compatible stand with the VESA mount. There are plenty of connectivity ports as well. The monitor is not particularly good for gaming. It has a refresh rate of only 60Hz and a response time of 6 milliseconds. It can be used, however, for some console gaming. The IPS panel has an anti-glare coating and can achieve a decent brightness of 250 nits. Where the Dell UltraSharp U2414H really shines is in its image quality. Right out of the box without any calibration, it looks amazing. The IPS panel with its anti-glare coating provides extremely wide viewing angles. The contrast ratio in this monitor is 1065:1 and can reproduce 99.6% of the sRGB color gamut, and excellent color temperature and gamma as well. The display provides breathtaking image quality. The colors were vibrant and accurate, details were sharp, and blacks were pretty deep. It's a great monitor for watching movies and just taking in the visuals. The 1080p resolution of its 24-inch display translates into a little grain, but it's not an issue. Of course, the pixel density of just 92 ppi will bother you if you're used to 110 ppi or higher. To conclude, the Dell UltraSharp U2414H is an amazing monitor that lacks some features, but is a great multimedia and productivity tool that won't break the bank. And at number 4, it's the LG 25UM58P. If you're in a budget and want an ultra-wide monitor, you'll be presented with very few choices, and most of them are rubbish or knockoffs that don't really function properly. Fortunately, LG has come to the rescue. The LG 25UM58P is the best ultra-wide monitor you can find at a budget price. It's ideal for replacing a dual-head 1080p screen setup, and with LG's amazing build quality, it's a safe choice if you're considering. The LG 25UM58P has a glossy black finish across all its body. The bezel-free display just adds to the luxury look that this monitor has. There's not a lot to be talked about when it comes to design. It's simply marvelous. Because the material of this monitor all around seems to attract dust and fingerprints, it's a handy idea to keep a microfiber cloth for maintaining that sleek look. The stand complements the looks of the monitor but doesn't offer a lot of adjustability. However, the monitor has VESA mounting holes for aftermarket adapters, so you can switch the stand for more adjustability if you want. The LG 25UM58P has a 25-inch diagonally IPS display with 2560 by 1080 resolution. It's a very hard feat to achieve at that price point. The monitor has a form factor of 21:9 ultra-wide. It's 25 inches diagonally, but it's a very short monitor. It is as tall as a typical 20-inch monitor, but the ultra-wide works very well and there's no bleeding on the edges of the screen. It has a 60Hz refresh rate and a response time of 5 milliseconds, so it's good for casual gaming. It offers 99% of the sRGB color gamut. The colors are much better than other budget monitors, very vibrant and rich. Detail reproduction was very sharp, surprisingly, for a budget ultra-wide monitor. It's also pretty versatile. You can game with this monitor, and you can work on your project on some light creative work. You can also use it to stream your movies. The LG 25UM58P is a near-perfect budget ultra-wide monitor. It may have some minor flaws, such as the monitor being too narrow and the lack of height adjustments, but other than that, this one deserves a spot on your desk. At number 3, it's the HP Pavilion 22CWA. The HP Pavilion 22CWA is a pretty good budget monitor with the best IPS monitor in its class. It lacks some features that more advanced monitors have, but it's a steady performer. It does everything decently apart from the motion blur. It has a very simple design which is not ergonomic, a budget move to add quality to the performance of the monitor. Smart move by HP. The design of the HP Pavilion 22CWA is made entirely out of plastic to cut costs. It has slim bezels and the stand is plain plastic, and it's not that good at keeping it up if there's a light knock. It's recommended to find a nice flat surface on a desk that's fairly stable. The opinions on the design are very diverse. I personally think that this is a very beautiful and elegantly designed monitor. However, there are people that will say it's bland and boring. It's very plain and mostly blank, very simple and minimal. Also, the build quality is very good, no gaps around the chassis and very sturdy all around. The 22-inch with 1080p offers a pixel density of 100 ppi. This is pretty good compared to the 92 ppi of 24-inch monitors. The introduction of this great-looking IPS panel at that price point is remarkable. It doesn't show any backlight bleed and it's evenly uniform in every inch of the display. Color quality is pleasant and good for the most part. The details were sharp and crisp. The backlight was also pretty good. The refresh rate is 60 Hz and the response time is very slow at 7 milliseconds. It has some issues with the motion blur, however if you don't plan to game on this monitor, it won't be a problem. The IPS panel provides amazing viewing angles. I would consider this monitor as a second monitor for your setup, as it provides great viewing angles and is very good for productivity and multimedia. It allows you to be versatile with your setup because it can be comfortably used from different angles. All this combined with its affordability make this monitor a very attractive option. The best IPS panel in its class. At number 2, it's the Asus VG245H. Gaming peripherals usually tend to be pricier than their normal counterparts because of their specialization. There are some manufacturers that have tried budget iterations of their gaming monitors, but the results are mostly lackluster. Enter the Asus VG245H, an entry-level gaming monitor that's designed with function in mind. It has some handy features and a beautiful display. The ergonomics are also a big plus. The fast response times combined with the AMD FreeSync is a recipe for a great gaming monitor. The design is very simple and elegant, but very functional as well. There aren't a lot of design touches apart from the base of the stand, which is an angular design, and the Mayan drawings on the back. There's also a small hole in the stand to help cable management. But the adjustability is where this design shines. It can be adjusted however you want it, from raising to pivoting to swiveling motions. The Asus VG245H has you covered. The Asus VG245H achieves a brightness of 255 nits, which is better than the average. The colors are vibrant and lively, very rich and beautiful images with crisp details. The monitor has a refresh rate of 75 Hz. With that and the 24-inch 1920 by 1080 screen with the pre-calibrated settings of the Asus VG245H, it makes gaming beautiful and perfect. The AMD FreeSync also works perfectly. It has fared well in visual-focused adventure games as well as in fast-paced multiplayer games. The monitor also provides preset modes for different scenarios like the scenery mode that makes the colors pop, the RPG setting that hypersaturates the colors, the racing and FPS modes that reduce input lag and give higher visibility by dulling the colors, the cinema mode which increases the contrast for deeper blacks, and the neutral sRGB mode. However, if none of these suit your needs, then you can set up to 4 of your own personal modes. Also, it has a blue light setting that can reduce eye strain, which could be a problem for gamers. Overall, a great gaming monitor with a budget price. It's the top of its class. With fast response times combined with the AMD FreeSync, it's guaranteed to provide exceptional gaming sessions. And at number 1, it's the BenQ Zowie XL2411P. BenQ has not been a household name with gamers for years, but since the Zowie series, it started to become a respected brand in the gaming community, with a variety of picks. One of those examples is the BenQ Zowie XL2411P, with its 144Hz monitor with a relatively low price point. It's a nice option for those who want to get in competitive gaming without breaking the bank. In the design department, BenQ seems to have not put in a lot of effort. However, this doesn't translate into a bad thing. It doesn't seem to fall into a fit with the over-detailing of gaming monitors. A matte plastic case is all that covers the panel, but it does a good anti-reflective job keeping the focus on the task at hand. The neck is round and cylindrical, also following suit with its simplistic design. The neck attaches to the base, which is rectangular, and does a great job of stabilizing the monitor. It allows for adjustments to happen to the extremes. You can adjust the monitor to any angle, height or tilt that you feel comfortable with. A great feature for people who tend to stay long hours at their desks. With a frequency of 144 Hz, the 1920 by 1080 panel is guaranteed to keep you satisfied with its smooth gaming experience. The BenQ Zowie XL2411P has an input lag of close to only 4 milliseconds. Combined with a 1 millisecond response time speed and 144 Hz refresh rate, it'll take your fast-paced gaming to another level. There's also an instant mode feature, which you can set to allow the display to eliminate some image processing to ensure the minimal input lag. BenQ Zowie series are known for their motion blur reduction technology. In the OSD menu, you can find the blur reduction option, which strobes the backlight and reduces the motion blur and ghosting. However, when this mode is activated, the screen's maximum brightness will be reduced. One of the favourite features with gamers is the black equalizer feature, which increases visibility in darker scenes, ensuring you'll see everything appearing on your screen. With a countless list of features, the BenQ Zowie XL2411P is the best budget monitor.